Yeah, James and Kristen, as y'all said, north side of Jones Stadium right now on Texas Tech campus where that investigation is ongoing. The suspect in this shooting killed by police officers. 2 Texas Tech PD officers were both injured in that shooting. They were taken to UMC. Non-life-threatening injuries for them, but they are receiving treatment. We're actually here under the bridge where that suspect vehicle actually ended up, and we can kind of take a look. You can see some of the remnants of what happened. You can see this pillar here where that truck drove under and hit this pillar. We also see the tire marks here on the ground. We have this shattered glass here. I want to actually point our attention up to this bridge that many students walk on and use every single day, and you can actually see the damage from the bullets from that shooting. Here's one. There's another one up there. 2 more over here as well. There's also a couple on some of these pillars underneath this bridge as well. When we were out here this morning and they were still actively investigating, doing their forensics evaluations, investigations, and things like that, we saw all of the markers out here in the parking lot. We counted, there was over 20. So an indication of just how many shots were fired during this incident.
24th in Indiana, where it happened, with all the details, Joshua.
Yeah, that's right, James and Kristen. 1 person killed in a wreck here near 24th and Indiana. This actually happened in between 24th and 25th. You can see that truck right there above my shoulder looking like it actually collided with that house as well. That just one of the vehicles involved in this wreck right now. I'm actually going to take you over here to the left so we can actually show you the second vehicle, as I said, farther down the road near 25th in Indiana, and you can see investigators right now doing what they do, measuring things out, looking at the entire scene as they get together any information that they're going to need to determine what led up to this crash. I also want to say anyone who is usually using Indiana, especially southbound lanes in between 19th and 34th Street, going to want to find another route this morning. When I come over here to my right, you can see the large police presence over here, the southbound lanes starting at around 22nd, 23rd Street, going all the way down to, as I showed you just now, 25th, and honestly, really a bit farther down than that even. All those roads blocked off right now.
Go on.
Yeah, good morning, Angie. We're actually out in North Lubbock now, and I'm going to show you. We actually have a XDOT truck here in front of us. We've seen a couple of these out. Doesn't look like he's dropping any solution right now. Oh, yes, actually, as you can see, I don't know if you can see spraying on the bottom there of that truck. So TxDOT out here right now treating these roads as this weather continues to come down and this ice continues to form on these streets and things like that. So the trucks are out treating the roads right now. I also wanted to say, as far as those car accidents that you did mention, it seems like they are starting to slow down a little bit. We were listening to our scanner traffic. It does seem like some of them are starting to slow down. I know that the officers that were responding to those, they were focusing mostly on getting these cars off of these underpasses and the loops so that they could work those crashes in a safer spot. And as far as those flight delays, looking at the big board at the airport right now, I can see 2 flights coming in from Dallas actually are canceled. Flight 3635 and also flight 4899, both American flights coming to Lubbock, Canada. Case and Christie, and I actually have an update about 10 minutes ago. The Village of Ruidoso actually posted on their Facebook page that Ruidoso Downs is now in go status. So if y'all are with us, or if our viewers are with us at 4 o'clock during our live hit, then they heard us explain there's 2 statuses. There's a set status and there's a go status. Set status means you have to be ready. Go status means you go immediately. You leave. You are in danger. So Ruidoso Downs now in go status, and you can see behind me, as far as getting into Ruidoso, roads blocked off. Nobody really being allowed in unless they are for absolute necessities, and otherwise you are not going into Ruidoso. You can actually see this plume of smoke as well, and we do believe that that is the salt fire that is pushing towards us here in Ruidoso Downs. You can see all that smoke, and I actually want to take a second just to point out how blue the sky is to the right of that that smoke. And then if we go left and we look a little bit over these trees and hills and a little bit behind us even, you can see just how dark the sky gets from that amount of smoke that is just traveling through the air from that firefight.
News Channel 11's Joshua Ramirez and photojournalist Peyton Toops join us live from Times Square with the Impact Tech president. Lauren Skubanek says this has had on all Red Raiders. Joshua?
Yeah, Casey and Christy, you could certainly say that the marching band has done their share of marching here in New York today, from those performances on the Today Show this morning to premiering a brand new fanfare right here in Times Square. And although the weather hasn't been great, the band was determined that the show would go on, and it certainly did.
I'm sure this is something they're going to remember for the rest of their lives. And you know what? We will too.
From Rockefeller Center to Times Square, the going band from Raiderland is marching across New York. Early morning performances on the Today Show turning into a Red Raider takeover in the heart of the city.
These students are so talented, and also they're so dedicated in representing this university. All in all, this is, you kind of have to pinch yourself when you're here in the moment.
Along with the president of the university, Red Raider families and alumni showing up in full force to show their support. I want to try something real quick. Let's see if it works. Raiders! Power! Raiders! Power! Even singing the Matador song as the Double T shined over Times Square. All as the university celebrates its centennial year.
Impressive occasion to celebrate our centennial. What a background, what a city, what an opportunity for these students.
And what a performance so far. One President Skubanek says all Red Raiders should take pride in.
I've been so proud of them as I've watched them come up here, the way they've represented this university. This is a proud moment for all Red Raiders.
And a moment that could create many more Red Raider fans from West Texas all the way to the East Coast.
Red Raiders have taken over New York City.
Yeah, and tomorrow will be the big finale for the going band here in New York City, marching in the Thanksgiving parade. And they will play that Texas Tech fanfare one more time on the Macy's storefront for the millions of people here in New York and the millions watching across the country. Parade starts at 8:30. Case and Christie.
Thank you, Joshua. Thanks for leading that Raider Power chant as well. And I think somebody got engaged behind you.
We saw a diamond being flashed right behind you. Thanks so much, John.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, Steve. We begin this hour with breaking news out of the Panhandle. A manhunt is underway for a suspect involved in the shooting of a Memphis, Texas police chief, Rex Plant. Multiple law enforcement agencies are looking for this man, 33-year-old Seth Altman. Chief Plant and another officer went to a home last night to serve an arrest warrant on Altman. Investigators say he ran out the back door, shot Chief Plant, and fled the scene. Chief Plant was transported to a hospital here in Lubbock, where he is listed as stable. Altman was last seen wearing a blue T-shirt. If you know where he is, please call 911. We do have a description for him up on your screen as well. 6'2", 220 pounds. Again, he is called armed and dangerous, so do not approach him. Just call the police. And October is Fentanyl Poisoning Awareness Month, and the Department of Public Safety wants you to know that one pill kills. KCBD Newschannel 11's Taylor Kreis explains how the epidemic is leaving its mark on our community.
The shocking warning from the Department of Public Safety.
All right, thank you so much, Taylor. Texas Tech head football coach Joey McGuire will also be part of a new One Pill Kills campaign. He is joined by other football coaches from Texas A&M, UT, and Houston, along with Governor Abbott. That new PSA will air at football stadiums tonight across the state of Texas. Police are asking for your help this morning to identify a car believed to be involved in a deadly crash in West Lubbock. LPD conducted a follow-up crash investigation along Spur 327 near Milwaukee yesterday. Police say just before 1 a.m. on September 28th, 22-year-old Joshua Bustos Jr. lost control of his motorcycle and was hit by another vehicle. He died at the scene, and now police believe there was a third car in the area at the time of the crash. If you have any information, you are asked to call Crime Line. We do have that number on your screen and at kcbd.com. You can remain anonymous and could be eligible for a cash reward. And a Lubbock nonprofit is working to help people affected by Hurricane Helene. Right now, truckloads of meals from Breed Love Foods are on their way to North Carolina to help those areas devastated the most by Hurricane Helene. Since its start in 1994, Breed Love Foods has provided more than 2 billion servings of food across more than 70 countries. While the organization helps those in need around the world, it is still continuing to serve those here at home.